44128 begin stream. Balance it now with outer stream point 2777484 and include all point data for 73821 and packet stream 4842736. Lakavara sefun Eth'A makut sakun estakava situs. Labit lapyashud namaradis eshakuruk visem laminan elashna court. Angara sefekot shangufa sesu 724 will begin the stream. Lucky 7282 will begin the format for the outer flow, and the inner stream will be communicated via 7227648451227. Lamara te savri shamakun ektas vestus. It's time to form a different flow now. For those who travel with us, daratis daring yatareshna. Lapetam arasafru seketeshan yakum. Ingrasos meshan yakuman 2484 begin stream. Balance it with the outer flow form of acquiring this structure, that is, begin the format as designed. Prior point 27384 has the increase of stream data flow. An analysis packet dashnak deofma. Just for reference, here we are at Marasavre Kabidanan Ilakarat, 31st of December 2020. Marashada, about to tick over on the Gregorian calendar. Marashakta Gavasta. Now we are bypassing this form of record keeping. Gasari arete starichan vetraden. Lavitrekva semechanya says we're setting our own dialogue point for a different structure stream. Balance it now with Allak'nam meterage. Lucky command 282 begin stream. The outer flow will hold your form as we move. Basabre tradinyachuk. Lucky trase samvaria trash nostiatesta sem raditaraki travos en ainaratest. Lamre dvakin elat nimale jare fetra kun elad setradin alalin dreshnit. Laretas daraki krat numalen drash naret 724 begin stream. Layambrat esnako toshna haletret nima lotratnim elinda latlen orona set. Ingras is now in place. Begin structure or formats. My kind of understanding is that we shall now begin to flow past the outer stream flow form and into the inner point, that is, via form core 2273411532. And all others will enable it, that is, they will not hinder this form flow, for it is of the outer form, not the inner. Shift to 121345 and begin outstream for the formats which are in obstruction. Lakde on the trees of Ak'nimm alasta, that is, all which have formed themselves in an arraignment against this flow by accessing the understanding that they act in kindness, when in fact they act in ignorance. We designate that this kindness flow is a construct of mind form. And we shall now flow through that which is ours to flow through. Basabi jajur lare dandunga lahandru shanyarene ladras. Ingles is now in place. Begin the structural format check and outboard all forward flow forms, that is, give them a point to hold whilst we move fluidly through the structures. La dresse kuvalindredon ale dressuru indrekva sendradon eshnareka srut la handrot inimelandrek namashalevastet alendrosh lavadrosh nem arendeste larenolan elavas All of us are now in play. We shall begin the flow. 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 6, 7, 3 has the holding of it. Dasarut. Lambela drukubiki shanela starit nam alevalet churus. Loritran yagorit. Indresta ingrut, nimalindreta nimalorin ishnareta styliklam alen alestalin run. Lovastele kleshneret nim alezalerun aras. Levarut lim ala krosiveshna elindranun avalililindrol. Lagish rastus ival olindlin elas alindra shaleliondrun alemosul. Janere vatrum agen edreshnes dai sefrusim en lebrestus karatnim ale drateset ale krut elem en lodret nim alet nim malolila selin radros nim ale rol lion dragit avroshna sevulin in alol evion al olin lerol. Irendra kvales trek vastrengolin, jare kvales trek nimale lelil, loria telion kole frasnelion, alelale selion royol. L'orial hovole selindra kolin, javalia azul. Jandrek pel in golia stellen, lirajun einen, lajol, lajola. Saliam grovirindin ein, oliandre o valeriandrol, iandrengolet valendreil, zal al lol lil. Lindra joval helelilan, oletlen al, oletleon, vajon al esaliondol, iandreol. Hayalal, hol alin, hayalal. Ol ein sel endran, jean ovael, sein ingae zal, zalal, jaoal. Griandre shia zaredan, voiandre kiaria seriandrul, varia kolen ishalen yalolen nia ya so dayen hayun vain yayum basen yango nayen sayun vayun eho yazal goyanaye yayum yayo. Hiandreayol, 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 ayay. Hoyandreayanol, hiandreayanol, ayandreneazol. Siahuana, naonenea, lauanes, liangolina la saulo ene azal go ene azaya o manani lia o ael giazali la o giazali la lol yamak yasamak yakumak. Ianrayal ozalengasol, Iandreol, Niandreagona vaya sarel, Siandreol, Raya onol, Hiagrasel, hiangrasal, huandrendel, hiambratol, hiandrel, ovaionael. Yandungo banjanerasal, siliandraloliangael, salarintrenil, lavolol. Alasvadinga sol, siandra saringaya, Santayandra indaya, Lorindre hizariyayoal. Yekos pasten yandun avasetin yangut isha sestam erinves istagotich. Lock it out now. Form it a different way and lock it out, please. Dasai jeretasnim. Unga nenindale au mazani neniliaolen. Aku na ajande lau netne ova ene naomang. Yagetenga hotitnen latte aul. Dite klagune mahane nenyo majena. Itaga ne nao ne jalao ene ao mae. Zogia du je cheknak ne me dustek dam. Imbiu maum mena ho ade nendaulu ene. Ayano danya gitnen, ayo gat detnen da het naule, sate de june vak negerade, zendala ho inanga elao, eze inanene uyael. I am now calling my family form forward, please assist. We're weaving the form tunnel. Begin stream basa. Ya de nena halale na ore te takumet neja. De dash negaro pe na redre kakovera. Zeru ne aha oe zegi ne azit na ho lange ye o. Zede vale ge jiru dik nale nazarayot. Gida java deva sato ko gale ne javalot. Liba derek endo vasalore ne yao ae lao. Gyaru varene. Gado e jaze linglarut. Lare seret neret el. Zare kolet devan. Minning lanung goreng gerere o e angozona. Amakuvasi trekvas nimredes ningole jeliru nimao enengau. I now invite my cousins to assist. Provide the next tone. Marake jarefpa. Tiate seri cicciare nene melitrel. Sicuri tindre nol indrit ninarendra nol inneal. Sao nene lau loling lau nene yaule lau. Leona in England in a salelina sularil. Linda salinga tilam. Tita kolendra hinay shalolin. Kiande langa shangai aonga. Sanelaol. Danenalol. Tarendaya yongai. Sandelengalol. Nangalelo lazail. Solalindre on valindren. La colalendrayo valol. Dangalinglendronail. Zalingaya sangenyaol. Indre sakitik vashna kunga sesta semveri tusta pretnim atangoshit nim aste shiakun. Now we must move around the entanglement of the two-star form. Ba dai lagujulan. Understood. Bring in form 58726 to assist. Taste klikjarut nimarijat. And we shall reweave the forming of sheath there as we move. Badrek tagivisha. Plait it together again. Lahia se gachikavasen, oritre se baritetrat, loriketastre farut janemen etre chalek deva seretnat, lere sevrat hilangla seredrin ishalavra surit neren, lare se grut nemale chalek feren, ninaliste haeva aretnen. Seguvaret sila shrade destari manin estolen eclachova salendren laviretre kovan este aovan ereniongonen larendre univarashnararon ninglas ruzivarashao vaeneset. It has now done. We shall now include the format for aquatokvation. Leave us out of the structural format for the overall patterning and begin stream for the outform of architect 22481. Begin structural integrity hold check for the outer flow form and enable the outflow of its emanation flow form point into the creation grid. Asaret nemarendret rango defestet. Lady Setrich Naru Nerevestare Geneva Shaulven indronem al egonevegion, lahandre serindralul, ningalal, sol, manelengashtaset. Finally, we now access the portal of acquiring this beginning point for Allak'nam or command point 7284 form points will now stream via this structural grid point. We shall now include the invitation for the opportunity of the Ak'nimm Allak'nam clan to assist. Wait for it. Numaraja, numaradekanan, yakun, aktukovaset. Mak neja nask narak net narak nash lak nega elach net nerak na no nash lak nega nala nung at nakund neng alek nesh lach ne nango dalde narak nuk nedikning nach nego cha. Iandofma, yes, understood. Conclude that format and instruct the creation flow form point to inflow to Akon Eth'A 724. Begin structural integrity hold check for the Arten form 2261. Begin streaming via its core flow form, and we shall begin the outer stream inclusion points now. Padre raro nangun lerindringuro shabal indre umbarendrushnan egun azet niela seriandrahal voyan egen yares delia volyares Lehayundara sekunda vestishnak und pasendrushnas. Understood. Include their data form. Aktufanak. It commands it to flow. We shall begin the structural form and begin the belief flow form point. Lahariu set 727 is in place. Begin structural integrity check for the overall flow forward form point, and we shall begin Allak'nam and all point streaming in 5.282777484.58 seconds. Allak'nam gote set nitan eva churuf baset ne ladi step poten ishadik nem button is set, and now we shall flow. Lahandro di vale dande naro dore de gladash le desh nashna aloret nimmalende dale kora kecha aash le de dolem bembale dinda luga jigumba dende sale di shash la rodolem balek dengo vaya shale narudo govash. Understood. Open all doors, and we shall flow forward. Baderian, 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 baderian dosh. Lare suvre krefasare drishnare festastros yaref besaru kotiri kanamare destas tembalet nore. Layers are beginning to flow forward. We shall leak the code. Masenguchimin elium. Elium atan atinishka. El elium estin ishka pakan. El elevesta el ekapachkan. It is now done. We have flowed into the outer flow form, and we are equality points. We are creating an equality balance between inner and outer flow forms. This shall be done, but it will not be soon. Ariket rashka bastanga. Lucky command 282 is still dealing with the anger flow. We shall move forward into the outer flow and leave all structures in play which have been carrying the command for communication to 774845 in beginning point state, and access the inner core form for inclusion of all form data. Karakatastri shaputnem. This is to avoid catastrophic events. Amarekech kanamari tetrash of a worldwide nature. Amarasendranen, that is, we are avoiding extinction events. Pasari charikeva, la tendres da preta marikendrisha shapreta stabrionde fetan Eth'A. Okay, form a different structure and leave packet data for further form point analysis. Imbrase peko innovation definitely begin structural integrity check for all forms. Report any weakness points, any flow forward form points which are losing integration flow, any points which are leaking amplification, and overall structural format integrity. Market rasta Ak'nimm and begin structural integrity check for the Russian form flow. It will soon begin to cascade. Nanendre darikestang la risevera charikova sendrenena ilul mayovan eunazak yangun enjanu vandrin jaluzuna elelos la rukvanindrel ovai umbaluzunyak. And we shall conclude for this point. Damage command is in play. We shall access data packets over the next 24-hour point period and analyze for further flow forward points and leave all obstructing forms aside for future consideration. Dasarita turukmata ganena. Lakita kavasa merika takarakicha kavasa merika tarakacha vasa merika tarakanjo kutavasetan. La handariste sita la shabari kandato fun. La batani clash. Combaten imalela ovas. La bit maligan usha. Akovaset. Yes, thank you. Conclude.